Okay, I am still going strong. I'm actually surprised that I've even made it this far in this challenge. Let me just adjust the camera real quick. I'm surprised I've even made it this far. We're at head number 40. This is the 41st one, so. Oh no, okay, we're on the 42nd one. Sorry, I forgot. I did start working on this one a second ago, but we've just been going. We've been going. There's a lot of done. There's a lot done so far. We're getting close to halfway, and I'm hoping that I can kind of get this done relatively soon. I mean, I don't want to rush anything, but I would like to have this challenge done. Uh, I don't know before things get busy next week, because this week has been not very busy, and that's great for me, but or that's great for this challenge. But yeah, I want to get this done before my life starts getting really busy again. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I think we'll get it done soon. I was working today on a plein air video, and the painting turned out great. I haven't done. I edited the video and everything. I haven't done a voiceover yet, so I got to kind of figure out uh, what I want to talk about, which is always the. I guess it depends. Sometimes it's the best part because sometimes I already have like a thought and I already have something that I want to say, and it feels good to be able to have somewhere to say it. But sometimes if I have nothing to say, like, or I have nothing important on my mind, I just kind of it feels like a big task to have to think of something that seems kind of important. Although I guess I could just like talk about normal plein air stuff. I don't have to make it all artsy like I try sometimes. But I like doing the artsy stuff. I like doing like the thoughtful, philosophical types. I like doing that, even though I don't have to. And some people probably think it's a little bit silly, but I don't know. I like it. I like artsy kind of stuff. So I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I think I wanted to talk about like I mean right now if I had to do something right now, I think I wanted to talk about like just being more positive and not always being so doom and gloom. And because sometimes I feel like my videos, even though I think they're relatively like I don't think I overtly say anything that's like hopeless, or I don't think I try not to make my videos hopeless, but sometimes when I'm filming them I feel a little hopeless. So I hope that doesn't radiate through the screen. Um, but I just wanted to I don't know talk about maybe like not always allowing yourself to feel that way, or not always. Hey Guillermo. Yeah, so I don't know. I wanted to I want I wasn't sure what the voiceover was going to be about, but I think I want to do something like um I don't know, just about like positivity in general, and not always being so doom and gloom and sad and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know if my videos come off like that. I really hope not. But when I think about it now in like a clearer mind, I kind of think I kind of think that might be the vibe that I give off, which is a shame because I don't think that's a great vibe to give off on the internet. I have no clue how to do this hair. She has like curly. I forgot to show you guys the reference. This is Goshifte. I think that's her. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Goshifte Farahani. I really like well, I don't know. I like her face. I guess she's a very interesting looking person, and I do. I've drawn her a couple times. I drew her another time in this. I have to. I don't know where it's at, but I drew her somewhere else in this uh, challenge too. I'll probably draw her again. Honestly, she's one of the people that I like drawing in general. She was really good in Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Gear Man. I was just saying that I feel like a lot of my videos. I hope they don't come off as like doom and gloom, because sometimes I feel like that when I make them. But I've been trying. I've been really doing good. I've been doing good and not being so doom and gloom, and just taking things as they kind of come and chilling out with my mood. Okay, I think this is how I'm gonna do the hair. I think I'm just gonna kind of lay down a flat tone and then out of that kind of cut out some of the curls. I don't know how else to go about it. Okay, it doesn't look bad. I don't think it looks bad. I think it actually looks pretty good. But I was watching a movie with this actress in it. It was with Leonardo DiCaprio and something. I forget what it's called. I forgot what it is. What is it called? Brain. I forgot what it was. But it was so. It was too much. I tried to watch it, but it was too much. It was like talking about like Afghanistan war and stuff. Like it was just too much. I can't watch that kind of stuff. But I only watched it because she was in it and Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. So I'm like, oh okay. The cast is perfect. The movie's gonna be good, I bet. But it was good. It was just too much for me to handle. Um, yeah, I like being down to earth, but I just hope I don't come as like. I hope I don't come off as like it's cool to be sad. I hope that's never the vibe. Um, yeah, she's a great actress. I think she was in Patterson. If you ever saw Patterson, that's a good movie. She's also in this movie, this French movie called Blind Spot. I think Blind Spot. I didn't finish that movie either. I have a bad habit. Sometimes I don't finish movies, but it was French and there weren't any captions, so I didn't know what was going. There weren't any English subtitles, so I didn't know what was going on. And like I definitely can watch foreign films, but I when there's no subtitles and I don't know what's going on, it's kind of hard to put stuff together. And this angle is kind of odd too. She's looking like up, and this is kind of an unflattering like neck situation, but definitely good practice. But okay, I think that's good enough. I don't want to do too much with this one. We got the overall idea. Maybe we could kind of. I don't think I look anything like her, to be completely honest with you. But I think the drawing overall looks okay. It doesn't look like her, but it looks like someone that could exist in the world. Okay, I'm not gonna push that too much further. I gotta find where the other one is. The other one's way better. The other one of her is way better. No. Oh, here it is. This is it right here. I think that one looks way better. It's also a lot smaller than the other one. I think it's. Oh no, it's about the same size. This one's tiny, but this one's. Yeah, that one's small too. Okay, this one's actually not bad. I don't like that one. I like this one a lot better. I like this one. This one is a little rough, but guess what? Number 42 is done. So whether it's good or it's bad, number 42 is done. Okay, let's find. I kind of wanted to do a couple females, but I think I might go back to doing a couple dudes. Just to build the confidence a little bit. Because dudes are easy for me to draw. Yeah, I know. I didn't. Yeah, I don't do a lot. There's not a lot of famous people in here, but there definitely are some. But yeah, when people look really recognizable, it kind of gets hard to like get that likeness down. Like this guy's famous. I don't know if you know him. That guy's famous. This lady's famous too. The references, but you probably can't even tell who it is. I don't know. I don't think you can. This is Bjork. I don't even think you could probably tell that. But that's Bjork. And this was, I'm pretty sure this was James Dean. I think that's his name. Okay, okay, okay. So I did a decent job. This was Tom Selleck. This was Clint Eastwood. So I mean, sometimes I do okay. Sometimes it's a little iffy. Let's see who else is famous. Um, oh, this is DiCaprio, but doesn't look anything like him. And this is Christian Bale, but it doesn't look too much like him either. So I mean, it's okay. This one, okay. This one's actually good. This one's what's his name? He was in the Haunted Mansion movie recently. Um, I want to say Shakur, but it's not Shakur. What's his name? Okay, hold on. I have to look this up, or I'm gonna be thinking about it for a while. Lakeith Stanfield, that's his name. Lakeith Stanfield. Okay, but let's go past that. Who are we gonna draw? We could do Harrison Ford real quick. This is a pretty cool reference of Indiana Jones. So I think this is a cool reference of Harrison Ford. Haven't seen any movies in the past years. What? So can't help there. Dude, give me. You gotta start watching movies, dude. You gotta start watching some movies. Movies is like where like all of my ideas, all of my like thoughts come from. To be honest with you, like movies are so like I love movies. Movies are honestly like it's not quite the same now, but like as a little kid, um, movies were like life changing. Like every movie you saw like hit you at like it made you change the way you thought. Even if it was just like Shrek. Shrek probably changed my life too back then. But every movie back then was so impactful. Now it's like some of them are kind of just whatever. Okay, the hat thing is kind of difficult because I never know if I should do the hat first or the hat second. Or there's the nose. Oh yeah, Fight Club was good. Fight Club was deep. I like Fight Club. Um, I was drawing the and watching. That's cool. I've never done that. I don't usually draw while watching movies. I write while watching movies, but I don't draw while watching movies. I feel like Fight Club was a little bit predictable. Like I think halfway through the movie, but they probably did that on purpose. Like halfway through the movie, I'm like, you know what? The way people are kind of talking to each other, something doesn't really feel right. something, something doesn't quite feel right. I think I know what's going on, but I think they did it on purpose. I don't think I'm that smart. I think they did that on purpose. But yeah, I used to do this thing where I would go, where I would go to the thrift store and I would just pick up any random movie and I'd watch it, or I would just like look through and see what I thought was kind of cool, and then watch it. And that's where I like started figuring out what kind of movies I liked. Because up until then, I didn't really. The only movies I knew were like movies I watched as a little kid. I don't know if I could do that now because I kind of have an idea of what I like, so I'm kind of specific now. But back then, it was perfect. I could just pick out any movie. That's why I found one of my favorite movies still. Um, the movie called The Mission with Robert De Niro. I love that movie so much. Basically, he's like a well, he used to be a guy that I'll say it like this. He used to be a guy that captured people and kept them working in poor conditions. But then he gets caught for I can't even say I don't even know if I could say this stuff, but like He has a big fight with his brother. I'll say that he has a big fight with his brother, and then he becomes a missionary in like some South American country. I think it's, I'm not sure where it is, Portugal, Spain, somewhere like that, or some, I don't know where it was actually. And he becomes a missionary, and he basically like becomes like just this ultra like, he just I think you just gotta watch the movie. The mission is so sick. Like it's about like this guy that turns his life around, and he ends up like loving this place that he's at so much, even though he used to kept capture these people. He becomes like, after he lives on their side for a little bit, he starts to like just, it's hard to, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But I love the character turn. Oh, okay, good, good, good. You're on wiki. Okay, I love the character turn of Robert, and Robert De Niro always kills it. I think it's a beautiful movie. One of my favorites. Probably my top 10 movies is The Mission is one of them. 'Cause I just love how he turns his. Okay, it's in Spain. I knew it was somewhere like that. And then the very end, that final scene is like, oh my goodness. Because I don't want to. Well, I shouldn't. I don't want to spoil it for anyone that's gonna watch the movie. But I love that type of ending. I love the movies end and stuff like that. Then transfer to the Portuguese. Really, I don't remember where they were, to be honest with you. I remember they started off in Spain because that's where Robert De Niro was was like a swordsman, or he's like whatever with like his little fencing stick, and then they go somewhere with like indigenous people. I didn't know it was Portugal. But yeah, that movie's beautiful. That movie is tremendous. And that was just a random DVD I picked up at Goodwill. And then I picked it up and I watched it at home. I haven't done that in a while though. I should do that again. I'm taking this one a little bit slower just because I feel like the likeness is kind of important. Okay, his hat comes down and covers like most of his head, so I'm gonna put in a little bit of the eyebrow. Actually, I'm gonna put in his eye real quick just to clear some stuff up. Okay, so his hat covers up. Wait, I'm gonna put in his ear, and then we're gonna estimate the hat shape. And Indiana Jones has a really kind of weird hat shape, to be honest with you. It's like almost a cowboy hat, but almost like a fedora type thing. All right, let's see. I hope I get this right. Um, oh, this is kind of tough. Okay. Doesn't quite feel right, but Okay, we'll see. I think it looks okay. Did it get dark all of a sudden? I'm not sure. Okay. What time is it? 7:24. Okay. I'm not sure how long I want to stay on because I do want to. I started working on another book, and I really want to kind of hit the ground with this one. I want to make it longer than the first one, or well, maybe not. Maybe not, because it's a little less of like a direct story. I don't think this looks anything like Harrison Ford. I don't think this looks anything like Harrison Ford, but I think it looks like a decent portrait. So, what do I usually write about? Um, well, I have a story that I finished. I have a story that I finished. That's like a. It's set in a Western setting, but I'd like to think it's a little more than just like a cowboy story. But yeah, it's a story about bit loosely based on like Buffalo Soldiers, which are like the African American soldiers that fought in like the post Civil War. And the reason I really love that specific just the reason I like that is that there's such a dichotomy, or there's such a moral dilemma there, because these people are people that were formerly enslaved. Often, some of them weren't. I don't think. I think some of them were not formerly enslaved. But these are people that were like not necessarily treated the best in America, and then they're fighting. They're also fighting for the country. So, I think it's such an interesting situation. And yeah, basically it just plays off the idea of like the Buffalo Soldiers were like pitted against Native American people, and I'm sure they had no ill will towards Native American people in any other situation, but just the fact that they were here in America, they had to kind of, it's like forced enemies. They weren't even enemies just for the sake of uh, whatever was going on at the time. So that's what the first book has loose ties to. The second one that I'm working on now is like totally off the wall, kind of like it's just like a story. I haven't finished it yet. I haven't even really started too much of it. But yeah, I'm really psyched for this first one because I think it's a topic that hasn't really been like in one of the things I hate is that like in the world it feels like literally everything has been done. Like um the reference has a hard contrast, so it's quite hard actually. I think the reference I think the reference is actually pretty good. Even though the lighting is like flip flop like it would usually be, I think it's turning out pretty cool. I forgot what I was saying. Um, I forgot. Oh yeah, okay. I was saying. I remember what I was saying. I need to stop yelling too because you guys are right next to my ear, my mouth. Um, it's a lot of times I struggle with the idea that like everything on Earth has been done and said and explored into the furthest depths that it can be explored to. But I feel like Buffalo Soldiers and this kind of stuff hasn't really been like touched in this sort of art. I feel like it hasn't necessarily been fully explored. So I love that maybe um, my little piece of work could be, I don't know, just something interesting. But yeah, I finished the book, so I really just have to buckle down and get all like the other publishing stuff done. Like I thought about doing traditional publishing, but I think it'd be a lot easier for me to just it's gonna be harder for the marketing and stuff and getting people to actually like be interested in the book, which kills me because I would love to just I don't know. I don't really care about the business stuff. I would love to just sit back and enjoy whatever, but I know that that's a part of the game, so whatever. But I hate that. I kind of wish artists could just sit back and just be artists and not have to be artists and also um, business analysts and I don't know. I wish you could just kind of exist as an artist. Okay, our Indiana Jones is coming along all right. We should be done here in a second. I'm just gonna put a little, couple little things. Putting his pupil. Oh, that kind of messed. Oh no. So I hate the administrative side of things. Yeah, I wish it was just like you could just kind of sit back and just be like, yeah, somebody go figure it out. Somebody will figure it out. It's not gonna be me, but somebody will figure it out. Okay, that eye is totally messed up, but I don't feel like fixing it. We're gonna give him his little thing, his little collars. I mean, this doesn't not look like it's past midnight there. Wow. All right, man. Good night, man. You should have already been asleep. You should have been asleep at 10. I'm not gonna tell you your bedtime, but that's crazy. I didn't know it was past midnight in Portugal. No clue. But all right, Guillermo, it was nice talking to you. Okay, so I would say it doesn't not look like Harrison Ford, but it doesn't definitely doesn't especially look like him. Okay, this is number 43. All right, see you, Guillermo. Guillermo, sorry, I messed it up. 43. Do we want to do another one? It's been 28 minutes. I think I have energy for one more. I think I have energy for one more. I've done these two on stream, but today I've done quite a few today. I've done pretty much all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've done 9 today. Yes, I think. I'm pretty sure. I think I've done. Yeah, I think these did these all today. I think. I can't remember, to be honest with you. I have a couple references that I think I might do that aren't too bad. Actually, I have one that I want to do that's not really a face. It's just the back of someone's head. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I have this reference I really like. Even though it's just the back of someone's head and their ear, I think it's kind of cool. And I think it'll count for a head. The 100 heads, it didn't say 100 faces. And hopefully that'll kind of get rid of this one. Let's just cover that up. Let's cover that up. I don't want to see that anymore. Okay, let's open this up in a new tab. And I can get some practice drawing cowboy hats, so it's a win-win. There we go, Christina. I'm glad to see you. I was about to get off a second ago, but I said, well, we'll just stay on for a little bit longer. It's really this chair. It's hard to. I gave my brother my other chair. That's a normal, um, like a normal office chair. But now I'm sitting on a lawn chair in my room, and I thought I wouldn't even notice the difference, but my back hurts. But who cares? Okay, I'm putting this eyebrow. I really this one's gonna be easy. A lawn chair, or like like those fold out chairs that they make for baseball games. That's what I'm sitting on. That's exactly what I'm sitting on, like one of those fold out baseball game chairs. So, anatomy studies are really I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I'm just doing it like just drawing 100 heads. And I know I probably should just be practicing like the actual anatomy, but I've just been kind of using it as like getting down a method to draw heads quickly. But ideally, I think these are supposed to be just like I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I actually don't know what they're supposed to be because I'm focusing more on shade. I guess you're right. I'm focusing more on shading. There you go. You can't even see the side of his face, so or his face. So would be good. Just have this little bit of hair. And then this is the hardest part. Here we go. I've been waiting to get into light studies and anatomy studies more so I can start making accurate realism scenes. I have a vision in my head, but then it's hard to actually execute. Yeah, it's really hard to do that, especially if you're not working like right from a reference, which I do a lot. And even when there's no reference, I'll like make one. Like I will be on Photoshop, I'll be on Canva, and I will be making. If it's not a reference, I will make one because I don't think I have that. Just that thing in your. Some people have that thing where they can just like visualize stuff really well. I don't quite think I have that. I can represent things artistically, I think, but I don't really have that like just make this up in my head and I know exactly how it works. Like I'm not Elon Musk. Although I can visualize decently. I think I can visualize okay. Just not my go-to. And maybe I should practice that too. Cuz I'm sure that's like anything else, I'm sure that's something that you can improve. Oh, here, okay. I actually checked out the blonde painting ad guy, and he has good really. He's really nice at critiquing people's artwork. You may want to check him out if you're into realism. I'm not, but I'm sure he is a nice guy. I kind of feel bad a little bit now. I kind of feel bad now. I have nothing against the guy. I just think it's that the ads are funny. But it's not his fault that he has to do the ads. It's the fact that we live in a society. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really do realism. I do, and you know what? I don't think I'd ever want to. I don't think I want to. I almost feel like not that it's a scam, But I almost feel like the more that like AI becomes capable of creating art, the less that your actual skill matters. Like I'm not trying to be the best. I'm trying to be proficient and efficient. Because like now it's not really about like your skill. I feel like it's not about your skill anymore because the skill's already been maxed out. Like if you want skill, you would just use a robot. But if you want like the human, um, I feel like if you want the human thing, then that's when you would buy someone's art. Or yeah, I've just been kind of getting away from the feeling like I need to really perfect and become like the next Da Vinci or something like that. I have no need to do that because I don't know why I would. But I would like to be able to. I would like to be able to um, draw from sight. I would like to be able to draw proficiently and not have stuff that looks um, like a kid drew it. And I also just like the practice of it. I like drawing, or not really drawing. I like painting more than I like drawing. I think it can also apply to realistic lighting or scenes, but still maintain that looseness. You mean like the idea of like realism and stuff? I don't think realism is bad. I think it's good. Um, okay, yeah, yeah, of realism. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not. It can't be bad to have that skill. It's never a bad thing to be over qualified. That was one thing that really hit me though. When I used to watch James Gurney and I was like, his stuff is really good, but something in my head was like, I could do something kind of like that. I could kind of do something like that. But then like I realized like, oh yeah, like these are his sketches. Like this is not the man's work. This is like his little backyard time. This is his chill out time. So then that kind of took me down a notch. Like okay, okay. So there are levels for sure. But yeah, like it's never. What I was saying is like it's never. I guess it's never bad to be over qualified or over skilled. Because I think you see that a lot. I think you see that a lot. Like people that are like cartoon artists, you or especially anime, like you would think that they just kind of all they can do is this kind of cartoon stuff, but then you see their like more serious work, and it's like, oh, okay, so not only is this person like creative and like that they can do cartoons and stuff like that, but they also like have a deep understanding of anatomy and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, and then you start feeling like, okay, well then this person's already got the game on lock. There's no real need for me to step in here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 People just like niche down. Like even though they can technically do like these incredibly realistic things, I can do filters. Wait, can you guys? That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. Okay, let me get off this. I'm okay. Yeah, these people like that definitely have just mastered their niche or their medium, whatever they're doing. The bubbles got were a little too much. I was thinking about doing a plein air live stream one of these days, but I think I would have to get one of those like battery packs for my phone or something. Because even this is a lot for the phone that I use. I think so, or I think just streaming in general is kind of a draining thing. But also, you know what it is? I think it's the whole Apple thing. It's the Apple like the planned obsolescence thing because this is an old. This isn't the phone I'm streaming on is an old phone. It's like an iPhone 6, but everything else is in perfect condition. Everything it's like a perfect. The screen's not cracked. I've taken immaculate care of this phone. I have another phone. I have this is my main phone. It's like a little bit newer. It's pretty much the same phone, just like a newer version. Um, but yeah, I think that they just like run the battery out, and so the battery doesn't last very long. Okay, this counts as a head. Yeah, I mean I don't love Apple, but it's all right. It's decent. I would. I think the next time I get a phone, well, first of all, I don't think I'm gonna get a new phone for a long time because something about phones really makes me like getting new phones or getting like as like the same thing as like Timu in my mind. Like it's on the same kind of. I'm not a big fan of Timu, and I'm not a big fan of buying new phones because I don't know. Just all that kind of production stuff makes my head hurt. USB-C for the one. I think Apple is nice. It used to be back when I was in school. It was like, oh wow, like Apple's like the real deal. But now it's just like, okay, well, it's just really to FaceTime with certain people. That's really what it is. If I didn't feel like I wanted to FaceTime with certain people, then I would probably not have this phone. But I don't. I think I'm gonna keep the phone for now. Yeah, yeah. I don't like the yeah. I don't like the idea that you can buy. I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't like the idea. It's just weird. Like, why is this 3 cents? Why? In what world? How is this 3 cents? Yeah, I don't like the stuff like that. But it's not like I'm helping it. I'm not out there in China fighting the good fight. So I used to have Apple as well, but I switched to Android, and you can change the battery. Really, even on the new ones, I thought the Samsungs were kind of beat too. I thought the Samsungs were kind of like I thought Samsung was kind of like Apple now. Like I think it used to be cool. Like you could switch out the battery and you could do all this stuff, and you could like. Yeah. And even some of the stuff is real. Like some of the stuff is real, but it's just like at what cost? Like who's where's the bottom dollar coming down to? Like, yeah. And like some of it, I know some of it's like because you get it straight from the manufacturer, it's cheaper, but some of it's like okay, like to a certain extent, why does this 30 marker set or why does this 58 marker set cost me cost 10 cents? Why does this 58 marker set cost me 10 cents? That's kind of strange. Okay, I'm gonna do another one. It's easier to switch it on Androids, but yeah, the Samsungs are harder. Yeah, I feel like the Samsungs kind of became the same as Apple. Also, Apple really messed me. Like, I think the green text thing, the green text is. I don't know. I don't want to be that guy. Even though I don't look at people differently when they green text me, but I just don't want to be that guy. Okay, this is the last one I'm gonna do. I think it looks like it's Paul Newman. I don't really know who that is, to be honest with you. But there's a great shadow on the side of the face, and seems simple enough, I guess. Yeah, they did that on purpose. Like, why is that even a feature? Why is that even a feature? Oh, okay. If you text me from an Android, you have I'm gonna make your text green. Just be the guy and say what has to be said. I should be, but you know what? As bad as it might be, I'd rather just keep my phone. I've had it for a long time, and I think that's something that is decent. I think he's pretty famous. I think it's a famous dude, Paul Newman. I've heard the name before. Isn't he like a news anchor or something? But yeah, they definitely did that on purpose. You know Apple did that on purpose. They picked the ugliest color, so now you never want to switch. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even think I would buy a new phone. Oh, okay, Paul Newman. I wonder if I probably never seen anything he's in though, because I think I would have recognized him. I didn't know who he was either. I thought he was a news anchor. The name sounded familiar. Um, what pencil am I using? This is a Pentel Click. I mean, it's just I like it. I like that it's kind of fat. I like that this whole thing is fat. What are we on? What is this? 41, 42, 43, 44. Number 45. So what is this? 40, 42 through 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. What? 42, 43, 44. What? Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness, I couldn't. For a second, my mind couldn't comprehend that 41 plus 3 was 44. I always get the crappy mechanical pencils that end up falling out. This one was kind of expensive. This one, well, probably like $6, $7, which is more than I would like to spend on anything. But I've had it for like almost a year, so I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm very proud of how long I've kept this pencil because usually pencils just kind of just come and go. Yeah, it is refillable. Yeah, it's refillable. I use this one. I also use a really cheap one too. I also use I also use these. I like the side thing. I like this thing. That's what I like. But these are from like Dollar Tree, and these are refillable too. I use this one a lot. I don't think pencils really matter. I don't think pencils really. I used to be like a fountain pen snob, or not snob. I used to love fountain pens, and I used to like, I don't know, like I used to love fountain pens, and I'd buy like a bunch of them. But I just started realizing like I don't really use them that much. And even when I am writing, like I prefer to just write with something that something that's just ready to go. But the experience is fun. It's fun. If you've never written with a fountain pen, it's kind of like a cool thing. Really? Honestly, the issue's probably you. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but the issue's probably you. You're probably pushing too hard. Okay, so I think after this one, I'm gonna get off, but because I have been drawing. I feel like I've been drawing all day. To be honest with you, I think this was my. I haven't been drawing all day, but I've been painting and doing all a bunch of stuff. I did a plein air video earlier. I should buy one just to know what being posh is. Yeah, I gave a bunch of mine. I didn't give them away, but I sold them pretty cheap. I sold a bunch of mine pretty cheap, like a bunch of fountain pens. Um, it does feel nice to be kind of like rich for a second, even though they cost me like $1. It makes you feel rich when you write with a fountain pen. It's great to see you. Hey, Adonis. I'm glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a little bit on the streams. But yeah, I used to write with a bunch of fountain pens, and then I kind of got that itch like, why does this fountain pen cost me $2, even though it's like pure metal and I don't know. And so I haven't really been using fountain pens anymore. But I still have a couple. I should. Where are they at? Hold on, I'm gonna grab a couple real quick. They are cool. Okay, I got them. I think so. So I think these are all the ones I've kept. I think I might have one more, or two more, something like that. Oh, I broke the lawn chair. Okay, let's fix it. Okay, so these are the fountain pens I still have. I got rid of like most of mine, but I kept. This is a Jinhao X750 or X450A, I think. Maybe it's X750. I'm not sure. But it has this nib from India, and it like flexes. How can I show you? But I don't think there's any ink in it. But look at that. You can get like. Hold on. I gotta show you. Okay. The lawn chair, yes, it's the lawn chair, dude. The lawn chair keeps breaking. Okay, see, look. This is cool. Oh, this is like waxy paper, so. Hey, Tata Tank. Yeah, I kept this one, which is really nice. And then I also kept, oh, I can't find it. I have a tiny one that looks like a cigarette. But that one actually is so nice. But yeah, I kept those two, and I kept one more. I kept a Duke 208 or 209 or something like that. That one's cool too. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to buy them. But that's one thing I've also been trying to stay away from is like promoting too many supplies. Even though I did make a video like talking about supplies the other day, but I've been trying to like not be too on that, and just focus on the art and the philosophy and stuff like that. All right, see you, Christina. A top hat, a monocle, my fountain pen, and I'll be all good to go. Hey, Big Giz Composition. I'm not sure if I've seen you on the channel before. I think this might be a first time seeing you, man. But I'm glad you're here. We're working on the 100 heads challenge. We're on head number 45, I think. And in 4 days, so 4 days, 45 heads so far. I think we're on track to finish this in record time. That might not be a good thing because they're definitely not all good heads. They're not all good heads. Head portrait. They're not all good portraits. Whatever. I had to focus there for a second. This one's coming along pretty good, I think. This is Paul Newman. I didn't really know who he is, but apparently he's an actor and a filmmaker, so I guess you learn something new every day. But I've kind of got this, I think I got a little bit of a system down now that I've been doing so many of these. You kind of just block in the overall head shape. Block in the overall head shape, and then I kind of go in with like the Loomis lines, kind of, but not so specific. Because I feel like the specific heads kind of make it. Really, what shows has he, or what movies has he been in? Because I've never heard of. I've heard of his name, but I can't think of anything he's been in. That's awesome. I subbed to your channel last week when I saw. Oh, sick. Okay, cool. I'm glad you're here. So I could go all in depth with the side of his face, but I think it looks kind of nice if I just shade that all in. And then we can do some of his little curly bits right there. And I erase some of this. Erasing is one of the things that's been difficult in this challenge. Maybe I need to get like I either need to work bigger or get a smaller eraser. Okay, that one's decent. There we go. That's head number 45. And I think with that, I'm gonna call it a day. I've been going hard all day. I think I must have filmed probably 3 TikToks, something like that, and then made a video, edited a video, and yeah. I think that's it. Oh, Cool Hand Luke, okay, I've heard of that. The Hustler, Color of Money. I've heard of The Hustler. I don't think I've ever heard Color of Money. Okay, I'll have to check him out. Because I know he's a prolific actor. I watch very niche, weird kind of stuff. But all right. Thank you guys for sticking around. I'm glad I got to see more of you guys. I think YouTube waits to recommend it until I've been live for like almost an hour, which is a shame. They should recommend it right away, but whatever. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. I'm glad you guys stayed here to watch the madness that is this challenge. I'm sure I'll be live again soon. Probably not tomorrow, I'd guess. Maybe tomorrow, but maybe not tomorrow. So yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking around, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.